Hi guys, so I bear good news for all future postgraduate students from England and the EU. This November it was officially announced by the UK government that they're going to issue postgraduate loans for people who want to study for a master's degree in a university in the UK. These loans will be available from the academic year starting in September 2016. Now let's see the facts, shall we? How much is it? The maximum value for the loan is £10,000. If you don't want to borrow that much money, you can opt for a smaller amount. It should also be mentioned that the loan is not aimed exclusively for the payment of your tuition fees. It can also be used to cover other expenses that a student may have. How will I receive it? The money will be paid out in 3 installments during each academic year, whether you study full-time or part-time, and it will be paid directly to the student. For example, if you study for a 1-year master's and you choose to get a £3,000 loan, then you will be paid £1,000 at the beginning of every quarter. If you study for a 2-year master's and you also choose a £3,000 loan, you will be paid £500 at the beginning of every quarter again. What is the eligibility? In a nutshell, people who are eligible for the loan are English and EU residents under the age of 60. The student must be attending a degree-awarding university in the United Kingdom, and it should also be a resident of either England or the European Union for at least 3 years before they start their studies. If you are of Scottish, Welsh or Northern Irish descent, then you will be eligible for the loan only if you normally live in England. Currently, other parts of the UK are also investigating similar schemes so that students from the entire UK can also get the postgraduate loans and not just students from England. Unfortunately, the loan will not be available for international students, but there may be exceptions, like if you have relatives in the EU or if you have the right to live in the UK, but you should look into that in your university's international office just to be sure. It should also be mentioned that you don't need to have a specific income to be eligible for the postgraduate loans. Can I combine it with an undergraduate loan or other funding? Yes, you can. You can receive further funding because the government recognizes that £10,000 may not be enough to cover all the expenses that a student may need. Having also an outstanding undergraduate loan is not an obstacle, and repayment for both loans will start when your income is enough to afford it. How do I repay it? Now, the repayment of the loan starts from April in the year after you finish your course, and you will have to pay 6% of your income over £21,000. What is the interest rate? The interest rate is currently set at RPI, which is the Retail Prices Index in the UK, plus 3%. Now, both the interest rate and the repayment terms will most likely stay fixed for the next 5 years. So I hope I gave you a good overview, and if you were hesitant about doing a master's degree due to financial difficulties, maybe this will actually help you and give you an advantage. So good luck with your applications.